Is deep down in your legs, down in your legs, down in your legs.
I had a heart attack. Get the fuck up.
Your soul is deep down in your legs, down in your legs, down in your legs.
Put your mother in the straight jacket, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that you in your ass, you punk white boy. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. You hoe. Come and say in my face, you ass for that, everybody.
And it was spread to them. We don't make it rain on booty cheeks. We don't make it rain on strippers. We only reverence one stripper, and that's the one that took off glory to put on humanity and then get butt naked on a cross.
Who man is this? Who man is this?
Get butt naked on a cross, to die for both you and me. The only stripper I'm in love with is cheeks.
Pause. I gotta bring it up. Pause. Load management.
Listen, I would love to disagree with anything you said, but I'm 100% exactly on the same type of time you want. To go back to the original question before we get to load management pause. Said, yo, you said, yo, my nigga.
Well, you said it was crazy.
We're gonna be petty. We can start now. Let me know. We can start now. But you said load management first.
The way you said it, it was an
that's reaching, bro. Did I say it? Did I say it crazy?
It was an extra.
Did I say? Is he reaching?
It was an extra D on him, right?
Is he reaching?
Camera. It was an extra D on him.
T is wild, yo. Now that's wild.
He said low. He said low.
You should chill. You're going into a rabbit hole right now.
I can't.
I'm just not even put an extra D on it as well.
Yeah,
put an extra D on
it. I need tissue here. Yo. Come on, get back to this show. Anybody watching this, tell me right now, was this crazier than what I said?
Yo, that's entrapment. That's pause entrapment. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
I have no fear. My heart is buried in semen.
I'm gonna hum on your ass. You don't stop saying pause.
My whole team going got shot.
I just want to shout anybody out that support the Snow Billy Franks thing.
You saw. I'm gonna knock you out and you in your butt. Brunch with the bestie.
Yay, so fun.
These tacos got me feeling gay as fuck.
Isaiah, I told you don't use gay as happy anymore. That's not how it's used.
My bad, y'all. These tacos got me feeling bisexual as fuck.
No.
What am I supposed to say if I like tacos?
That's what I'm pumping. White sauce all in niggas' face. Bow, 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 bow. That's what it's respectful.
Yeah, dick the lips. Yeah, dick the lips. When did you ever see me playing the dirty side of YouTube? Dick the lips.
What?
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. You're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bike who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands on me.
This is Fox, man. I've been saying it for almost all my life, man. I know what he's gonna do. I know how to say something to get him turned on too. So, come on. Oh my God. And Fox, what did
Just getting a taste of them. I'm like, I'm tired of getting a taste of them. I want the whole load.
what?
In the Laker defense that allows you to have so much success from the three-point line.
Well, all series long, we've been able to penetrate their bigs, get deep, suck the D. D was good.
I think it's good just taking turns on him and just giving him different looks and just showing him different bodies. And I think it was good just being physical with him.
Kind of game, bring your energy from the tip until the end. This is really what I try to do. Like third quarter, fourth quarter, always have that pace. Always playing, get back to the pick and roll because I feel that
This is a test.
Jessica's hot. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. Excuse me, I got a little frog in my throat. We know that there's no such there's so much more to finish the job. More than half the women in my administration are women. More than half the women in my administration are women. You lost your child. You lost your child. It's gone. There's no such thing as someone else's child. You gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway. Our nation's children are all our children. Look, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're going to get a lot done.
we got it.
Did you get that thing oiled down?
Oiled down?
Yeah, did you get it oiled up?
Oiled up. You talking about the oil change?
Yeah.
So why don't you just say that? I mean, what the fuck? Every time I come over here, you only gotta take me through this homosexual rigmarole, man, with your terminology, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Man, just come on, man. Finish cutting my hair. I can get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, cuz.
I got you. So I'm at the end now. You want me to get you from the back?
Get me from the back. See, this is the fuck I'm talking about. Take this motherfucking cape off. Get me from the back. You talking about...
He is a universal monarch, a universal king, which he manifests and he shows evidence of. The black man of Asia. He is a human being of flesh and blood. He comes as a teacher, as a manifestation of God. He is called the Buddha, the intelligent one, the one who has achieved intelligence. He comes to explain the laws of the universe. He comes to confirm that there is, in fact, life after death. When the Buddha appears, he appears as a preacher, and he preaches the Dharma, that existence is a continual cycle of death and rebirth, and that each person's position and well-being in life is determined by his or her behavior. This is a depiction of the future Buddha who would make this manifest at a point before the end of this century. Now, the scriptures of the world have all prophesied at the end of the age. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, you heard?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Welcome back. Oh. Welcome back, Dr. Enki. Yes.
Peace, 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 peace.
Yes, peace. So,
I got a lot of questions through email, and I'm not sure if you're going to want to answer them or not. So, yeah.
Interesting. Well, listen. Yeah, we answering, we're not, I don't have, the beauty of being blackballed from everywhere and having to build up your own thing without any help, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't owe anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm ready to answer I'm ready to answer any and all questions. And for the people that don't know, if you have any questions about anything, email your questions that you'd like Carly to ask me on the show live, put me on the spot. And trust me, don't think that, she enjoys catching me off guard and putting me on the spot. Like, this is her thing. She likes to, so feel free to give her more ammunition to put me on the spot with. So just email whatever question you have to melaninversediabetes@gmail.com. And it'll definitely, well, I'm not going to say definitely, but there's a chance that it'll appear on one of the next episodes of Pause. Okay. And if you guys don't know, that is the name of the show, Pause. So, yeah.
Okay. So out of all things you could have named this show, like Blue Magic, Hormesis, Soulcraft, why did you choose Pause?
That might be $1 million question. I clearly that's not one of the ones that, I guess, are whatever, negative or controversial. But the reason I chose Pause out of everything is just because, well, I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx, as people know, and we invented a game called Pause, and it was basically it's basically a game that you play, kind of amongst men, but it's spread out to women, even people who don't identify as men or women. Everybody plays the game now. It's worldwide, but it started out as kind of like our way to fight back against society's over feminizing, men or the attack on masculinity, so to speak. So. With the Blue Magic Heart Challenge, one of the main things that we are combating outside of diabetes is the fact that men are losing their Y chromosome. Like, this is a biological reality. And most people don't understand that everything is centered on your biochemistry. Everything is centered on your biochemistry, the way you walk, talk, the swag, just everything about you is based on your biochemistry. And so, a lot of things that we see in our society, a lot of things that we see in our society are, can be directly or indirectly related to this quiet phenomenon that is going on. And, type 2 diabetes, tobacco, blunt wraps, things like that, things that are culture specific to brown and black people are the large causes, or I'll say catalysts that are causing this loss to speed up over time. Like, in nature, you have these kinds of genetic changes happen over millions of years, billions of years. But what we're seeing is the lifestyle that is sold to our babies as the culture is actually physically causing us to lose our Y chromosome, the thing that makes us boys, the thing that makes us men. So, and it's happening just, you know, right underneath everyone's noses quietly. So, that and a few, you know, just needing to take a break, like just, you know, going to hold, just pause, like just needing to take a break from the standard American diet, the standard American, you know, rat race, the day-to-day monotony, the constant bombardment of certain types of images and sounds, you know, just needing a break from luxury, right? Because even the most impoverished in our country, they don't realize that they're living in luxury. You know, you're eating fast food every day. We know that's a terrible diet, but that's luxury. You can afford to do that. You know, when you pull up to the red light and somebody come tap on your window and ask you for change, usually they got on a $600-700 Pele jacket or Averex jacket with, you know, $200 Jordans. And these are homeless people in the wintertime. Like you pulling up with $500 coat and $200 sneakers on. Now the sneakers might be the wrong size. Sneakers might be the wrong size. The jacket might be too big or too small. But the point is that we are being killed literally by luxury. I know that's a long drawn out answer, but yeah, pause. Right. So yeah, that's, you know, hopefully that gives the family out there, you know, a good idea, at least to start. You know, we'll build on it. You know how the gods do. We'll build on it.
All right, that's a vibe. Cool. All right, I'm just gonna come direct with it. Enki, are you a YouTube hoe?
What? What? What kind of that? That's one of those. That's clearly one of those questions from. Is that what you were hinting around to earlier? Is that one of those?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Interesting. Okay. Perhaps. So that means it could get better or it could get worse out there, family. They want to know if Enki is a YouTube hoe. I don't even know how to. Yeah, see, I don't even know where to go with that. There is Enki a YouTube hoe. Well, I guess Enki could be seeing that. I guess I can't argue with that if that's what you know, if that's what if there are some folks out there that might think that way. I would say, you know, I've been around. I've been around, you know, but no, I think that man, that's an awesome question. You got me at a loss for words. I would say that I came into consciousness. First of all, I was raised in this. I'm not somebody that got quote unquote consciousness on YouTube. I was raised in this, you know, so when I came into what we know of today as the conscious community, well, I would say the early stages of what we know of today, because today's conscious community largely lives on YouTube, right? And Clubhouse now, maybe, right? Or no, Facebook cleaned house. So yeah, I would say the conscious community lives on YouTube. Yeah, I came in with my heart pure. You know, I came in thinking that it was a collective community effort to save lives and to change lives. Clearly, it's not about that, right? Because who gets the most views on the internet? Hassan Campbell. Last I checked, Hassan Campbell hasn't done anything positive in the Black community. You know, 10 toes down and but I came in thinking, you know, everybody's supposed to be working together. So yeah, I worked with Ali Muhammad early on, and then Ali Muhammad started some paperwork, scammy Davis, you know, he started to do some things I didn't agree with. But we'll leave it like that because I'm at peace with Ali Muhammad right now. And then from there, people know I got with Lord Voldemort. Lord Voldemort, he who shall not be named. That's what we call him. And you know, he started some unscrupulous practices. So I had to kind of, you know, strong arm, you know, some money out of him, you know, and then create some distance. You know, right now he's in court for shooting his semen on his stepdaughter.
Here at the Miami Beach Police Department earlier this week, police charged him with sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl. We did speak with his lawyer earlier tonight, who says that these charges are false. This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Brother Polite, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to.
Yeah, I think I would just say that, you know, over years, I just have been the one person that tried to work with everybody. But when people, like, if you buy in sugar pills for $2 and you sell them for $60, and you try to force me to also do that, or you selling burned Botana, you know, like burned saturated fat, like you know, it just things happen. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, but you know, I don't want to go to the cross for anybody's sins but my own. Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? So over time, I've tried to work with everybody, you know, in the community. And, you know, if there are different things going on that I may not agree with, I'm not the type of person to go along just to go along. I'm going to, you know, gracefully go my own way, because I, for better or for worse, haven't really had the luxury of somebody building me up where I owe them a certain, you know, a look the other way. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, if I don't think that my children can, you know, that's my barometer. You know, if my children are like, Dad, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Dad. Then, you know, so yeah. So over the years, I have, you know, worked with a lot of the brothers in the community, but, you know, I've had to part ways. Most recently, Crumb TV, right? Now, I'm gonna be honest. I am I don't want y'all to get the impression that I'm just like a hard ass that's not flexible or negotiable or hard to work with. I'm very easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like when Crumb bring me, you know, when you bring in me active gangbangers that are trying to teach people that the Crips are the Native Americans, I can work with that. If you bring me a guy that's a chef, if you bring me a chef that cooks for celebrities, but also on the side does expose the celebrity videos, the very same celebrities that he gets paid to cook for, I can work with that. But if I'm saying as a single father, right? Just think about this. If I'm saying as a single father, listen, I'm not interested in doing no work with people who, you know, they got this pedophile thing going on, or they part of pedophile rings, or they support pedophiles. Like, don't, you know, like, put me in a situation where, you know, and that's kind of the main thing that was going on over there. So there's no beef with the brothers. There's no love lost, but they do support pedophiles, you know. And so, you know, they kept putting like Dr. York in the intro to the video. Like, bruh.
York can be now influenced by alcohol, drugs, or narcotics. You understand you are charged with 40 counts of aggravated child molestation that you could receive a maximum sentence of 30 years in confinement for each count, that you're charged with 34 counts of child molestation that you could receive a maximum sentence of 20 years in confinement for each count, that you're charged with one count of sexual exploitation of children, you could receive a maximum sentence of 20 years in confinement, and you're charged with 2 counts of influencing witnesses, and you could receive a maximum sentence of 10 years in confinement for each count.
What are we doing right now? Like, you can't keep slipping Nature Boy in.
In DeKalb County, bond denied for a self-professed cult leader. Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, is accused of rape and false imprisonment, along with other charges. Neighbors tell 11 Alive they're stunned by the allegations, but are even more surprised by what this group is posting online.
Its social accounts reaching tens of thousands of people on Instagram and YouTube. Joe Ripley, live outside the DeKalb County Police Department. And Joe, you got to speak to this group, the Carbon Nation?
Yeah, Carbon Nation, this is a group that says they abide by a different philosophy. Their leader, Eligio Bishop, appeared in court for the first time today since being arrested earlier this week at a DeKalb County home. And after a judge read out his warrants, his charges, he simply replied by saying, quote, outstanding. Neighbors there in that DeKalb County community are concerned tonight.
Mr. Bishop, good afternoon, sir.
Eligio Bishop saw a judge for the first time since his arrest earlier this week. His case now lies in the hands of Superior Court. DeKalb police arrested Bishop at this home in Decatur, charging him with rape, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of sexually explicit transmission.
He's in the beginning of the videos I'm on. Like, I'm not interested in Nature Boy being in the intro or Dr. York being in the intro to the videos I'm on. Like, this is 2023. Like, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's all. It's just, you know, I got my principles, you know, and they may not be, like I said, all 100% right and exact to everybody else's standards, but, you know, that's what principles are. They're your own personal standards. So, yeah. And I don't really have a reason to compromise, you know, my personal standards. So, you know, I would say I'm the Mr. Rogers of the online community. I would say I'm the nicest nice guy. I would say I'm the nice guy. You know? Yeah.
All right. You stay true to yourself, stick to your principles. I can respect that. Yeah.
Yeah. People just want to, you know, just want to have something bad to say. Is Inky a YouTube hoe? Last I checked, Inky is the only person online that is actually healing people, actually transforming the community. Last time I checked, you know, last time that I checked, you know what I'm saying? Last time that I checked, I was the only person that has a platform of substance. You know, so, you know, that's last time I checked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't noticed anybody else doing anything besides gossip channels, like gossip channels, and then war between gossip channels. And then outside of gossip channels and the battle of the gossip channels, you have ancient gossip. That is, man, I think we just coined a new one. Ancient gossip. That is what the conscious platforms do. Ancient gossip, and they argue ancient gossip. So you have a selection of new gossip where you can talk celebrities of today, and then you have the quote unquote conscious platforms where you can argue about the celebrities of yesterday. Did Jesus have the real information, or did Muhammad, or was it actually Imhotep that came with? Yeah. So you can argue about Drake, Meek Mill. Oh, no. Nori, Cameron, and Joe Budden, or you can argue about Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad. There you go. Right? So, yeah. Last time that I checked, we're the only ones actually trying to heal these babies out here and their parents and grandparents all in real time.
Yeah, that's a big fact for sure.
So, yeah. But, you know, I tend to move around. I've been, you know, all over the place a little bit. So, that could also contribute to that, you know, I don't know. I just don't hide, you know, I'm a little bit more, I think I'm more transparent than a lot of these people as well, too. Maybe that might be a thing. You know, like I don't come to the conscious event playing, you know, some old wild African drum beat in my car. And then, you know, like soon as I get around the corner from the conscious event, you know, bam, I throw back on the drill music. Like, nah, that ain't, you know, like that. And that's what most people do. You know what I'm saying? They on the way to the conscious event. They stop by the pizza shop. They get the pizza with pepperoni, sausage on there. Or they get the, you know, pork, lasagna, whatever, you know, and fill up. And then they get to the conscious event. They throw on their little dashiki in the car. They put on some type of hat, you know what I'm saying? Probably some $1.50 shit that they selling for $99, like, what's his name? 19 Keys. 19 Keys selling 50-cent bandanas with rhinestones on it for $100. Yeah, these are crowns. This is a conscious crown right here. This is a crown. Okay, so you get the crown right here. Yeah, it's a crown already. So they pull up to the conscious event, throwing their conscious, you know, paraphernalia. And, you know, they get in there and they order kale salad and, hey, peace, queen. Hey, peace, queen. Hey, queen. Hey, how you doing, queen? Get back in the car, pop some pills, roll some blunts, turn back on the drill music and forget that shit to the next conscious. Like, I don't feel the need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let people know. When the holidays come, I'm celebrating holidays with my kids. I'm taking my kids out, you know, Halloween, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's Drake in the background, it's Drake in the background, nigga, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is, you know what I mean? You know, I'm still me. You know, I haven't let changes in society or changes in people's perception change the way, you know, change who I am. So, yeah, you will catch me, you know, watching some heavy, you know, biochemical, molecular physics, physicist, physiology. Like you'll catch me watching that, but you might also catch me watching the Lakers. You will also catch me fully up to date on Power. You know what I'm saying? And you will catch me with my daughters watching The Power, which is a new TV show on Amazon where, you know, like the girls are all getting electric superpowers. So if you haven't seen this show, there's Power, you know, we know what Power is, but then there's The Power. That's on Amazon. And basically, all of the girls, the women, the girls, all the females, they're getting electric power from their collarbone. And they're zapping, you know, it's getting crazy because the men are feeling threatened because they're no longer, you know, dominant over the women and blah, blah. It's a crazy show, but, you know, my daughters, yeah, they love it. The girls are kicking ass. Yeah, so I'm up to date on all that. And, you know, the same way I might be watching Will Tennyson, you know, he's a white guy that does all kind of crazy workouts. You know, I might also be watching, you know, Zip with the Drip or 050 The Movement. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, yeah, I have a lot of, you know, I don't think that being intelligent means that you need to be separated from reality. I don't think that being spiritual means that you need to be separated from your reality. I think that you need to find a way to stay in tune, to stay grounded. How did all these goofy, extra smart niggas not communicate that to you when they was telling you had an electric body and you need the alkaline, blah, 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 blah. When they told you had an electric body, why didn't they have a ground conversation with you? You got to stay grounded. Yeah. And the more you learn about electricity, you should be learning about staying grounded, right? Now, my mama used to tell me about that, and she didn't, she wasn't into no bio. She wasn't into none of that. My mom was hood. I'm talking about my mom done been to jail in multiple countries. My mom's a thug. You understand what I'm saying? So, but she would have conversations with me about the importance of staying grounded. Like, don't let your material, don't let other people's ideas take you out of, take you off your compass, take you out of your space. So, yeah, I've always been, comfortable with pulling up to the, and I've changed. I've been able to change the culture over time because as people see me be myself, they got more comfortable with being themselves. Think about how Umar Johnson used to look. Umar Johnson used to have on 3 type of outfits. Umar Johnson be having on a dashiki. Umar Johnson used to wear a dashiki on top, camouflage army pants. This nigga have on a dashiki with army pants with like sneakers or boots. Like, bruh, like, nah, that ain't it. Polite. Did I say his name? Lord Voldemort. We're gonna go back to Lord Voldemort. He who should not be named. When I met Lord Voldemort, he was wearing jalabiyas, the Muslim shirt, the big Muslim shirts. So the garb. The word I'm looking for. He was wearing the Sufi kind of garb, all of these guys. Ali Muhammad was wearing like Old Navy suits. And I don't mean Old Navy, the clothing store. When I say Old Navy, I mean like buying Old Navy uniforms like the sailors wear because he was trying to do like a paramilitary thing. I don't know what he was doing. But when we first started going on the road to do shows, I was like, bro, it's gonna be girls around. We gotta get you some jeans and some J's, my guy. You can't do this out with me. Like we can't do that, champion. We gotta get you, we gotta get you up, So yeah, I never felt the need to dress or look, like any other way than, I came and, you see me in the suits, hard bottoms, gaiters, furs, like that. Or it might be some jeans and some foams or, something like, whatever. Some constructions, some construction Timbs or something, Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think transparency and you just being authentic to yourself, that's key to building trust with the community. So yeah, that's proper.
Appreciate that.
Okay, so we got a question from somebody about sports. Okay. Do you think they should shorten the season because of injuries beget other injuries?
Because injuries beget other injuries. Okay. Man, people at home, when you send these questions in, try not to send them in as detailed as possible when you email your questions in. So email your questions in. Don't stop. melaninversediabetes@gmail.com. But try to be as detailed as possible. Now, I'm going to say this about that question. I don't believe in the concept that injuries beget other injuries. I believe that what we're seeing in the NBA, and I don't think that, so no, they don't need to shorten the season, right? And I don't believe in the concept that injuries beget other injuries. I believe from my research, right? And I am a certified trainer and sports nutritionist. And I'm gonna say from my research, injuries that are not fully healed beget other injuries, right? And obviously, if you're playing on an injury, like if you have an injury and you're playing through it, that could lead to some other injuries. But I don't think that's what we're seeing in the league. I think what we're seeing in the league, like for the people that used to watch my other channels, I predicted Kevin Durant's injuries before they happened. When he had the first injury, and then he tried to come back in the championships versus the Raptors. I said before that game, he's not ready. It's too early. He's getting ready to get injured. And they showed like him in the back getting ready to come out, and they was doing this dance and all this and all that. And he kept juking his feet like to show everybody he was good. And I'm like, he's not good. He's not good. So what you guys there's no way to put a guy that blows out something. You know, you pop a hamstring or you pop a tendon or you can't, there's no a matter of weeks that could just get you right back out there. You know, there's no, you need to take a season off. They need to restructure injuries in these sports leagues. Somebody gets injured, they need to take at least a minimum of a half a season to a whole season off, period. If you're a 20-year-old, and I'll give you an example so y'all don't think I'm crazy just making up stuff. Say, for instance, you're a 25-year-old man, right? And you blow out your hamstring, boom. And they say, oh, well, we're going to get you the right nutrition. And, they probably shooting you with a little cocktail of, steroids and stem cells to get you to heal faster. And, 2 months go by, 3 months, 4 months, whatever. They say, oh, no, you healed. You ready to go. What their version of healed is the tissue that was damaged or destroyed when your body replaces that tissue. So when the tissue is replaced, now you're quote unquote healed, right? And so once the doctor's x-rays say, oh, no, the tissue's back and, everything looks good. We don't see, minimum inflammation, blah, blah, blah. They go, okay, cool. We're going to get him in practice and slowly start ramping him up to see if we can get him, And the thing that either they don't know or they're not letting the athletes know is that's not logical. It doesn't make sense. The body doesn't work that way, right? So if you've got a hamstring, right, which you have a hamstring. Dumb question. But just follow along my hypothetical line of thought here. From the first time that you could crawl and walk, right, you're building strength in all of your muscles, all of the tendons and ligaments that those muscles attach to, and density and strength in the bone that they attach to, right? So if you're 25 and you break a bone or you tear a tissue, just that tissue healing or just the bone mending does not make it as strong as it was before you broke it or tore it. It took you 20 plus years. And if you're 25, it took you 25 years to build the strength and flexibility in that set of tissues or the bone and the tissues too, for the people that don't know, right? So it took you that long to build that strength and integrity, that flexibility. You can't get back out there in 3 months and think you can't, that's not how that goes. You gotta sit down. It's gonna take you a little bit more time. And even after a season, even after 6 months, you still might not be 100. You still might not be 100, but you at a point where you can at least, if you're working on it, you should be able to build up enough strength and flexibility that you can begin to go, full impact on there and not either re-injure that same injury or injure some other area that's compensating for all of the energy that area can't really handle because it's a baby, right? If you tear your hamstring and you're 25 years old, right? When that hamstring healed back, that hamstring is a baby hamstring. It's brand new, like when you was born. It's a baby hamstring. Your other hamstring got all the strength and integrity, so now you're going to have you're probably going to have some compensation taking place, and that can lead to injuries, So sometimes we got to listen to our body. They teach you that it's fear. Oh, you're just a little scared. Don't worry about it. You'll get over that fear. Just get out there on that leg. Just get out there on that leg, and it'll come back to you. It could be fear. It could be butterflies, but it could also be my body telling me, "Hey, champ, we're not ready." And that's putting people out there too. And I'm not saying this is the Victor Oladipo or this is the Kawhi Leonard case. I'm just saying, athletes largely do not get the right amount of time to heal and recover their body. Baseball is the most vicious sport. That's why they just had to do what they got. They just got to do what they got to do over there. You know what I'm saying? Period. They're like, listen, y'all keep telling these people that these is performance enhancement drugs we taking, and we keep telling y'all that these are recovery enhancement drugs we taking. So clearly there's a miscommunication somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a whole rabbit hole that we can kind of go down into in terms of the technical side to injury and recovery and have that debate. Because there's some people out there, professionals. There's some professionals that are like, no, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. That's that made up YouTube bro talk. But there are some professionals out there that are highly decorated. That's like, wait, what's that guy's name? Yeah, that Dr. Inky, the doctor with the gold teeth. Yeah, him. He knows what he's talking about. We wouldn't have half the players, half the games, and we wouldn't have sports looking the way it looks right now if, but it benefits the teams, benefits the owners. And with Las Vegas taking over sports, gambling is everywhere now, it benefits the gambling as well. Because now you never know what type of team you actually got out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing. Like, there's levels to healthy now. Healthy. Hey, there's a healthy level, like, is he going to be on the field or is he going to be on the court? But then when he's out there, is that going to be the 100% version of him? You know what I'm saying? Like we seen just now, Knicks versus Miami, game 1. Jimmy Butler tore his ankle up. And, they took him in the back, probably shot him with some. They probably put a hot needle in him real quick and he got back out there on the court. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that the guy that was out there in the first half of the game was not the guy that ended the game, right? So he was out there, but he wasn't out there. Right? And so that kind of chaos, that works for Vegas. So everybody generates a bag, everybody wins. The only people that don't really win in that scenario are the fans. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that buy tickets, like for us, for instance, living in Detroit, and thank God it worked out for us, but we kept buying tickets to see LeBron, you know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, we kept missing LeBron, you know, and then, you know, we finally got a game to see LeBron. But so it's tough, you know, especially on the hardworking parents, you scrimping and saving to get basketball tickets, you know, for your kids, you know, so you can create memories, maybe memories you don't have. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a memory of going to an NBA game with my pops. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, you know, me and Chase, we didn't, you know, we didn't been to the games. You know what I'm saying? All the children, well, all the younger children, we didn't been to the games. But you know, it's disappointing when you're not getting tickets for your home team. You're getting tickets because you want to see the star player of the visiting team, and then they don't show up, and you know they're not showing up because they're doing load management. Pause. Pause. Right. So yeah, it can get crazy, but that's why, you know, these athletes need to, you know, come drop a bag on me. Yeah. Come drop a bag on me and get you together. Get you the secret sauce. We get you, you know, recovered in real time. And we get you to stimulate your own stem cells instead of having to be injected with other stem cells that they get. Now, you athletes, they give you guys the stem cell shots and they make you feel like, you know, amazing because you're getting, you know, it's about being exclusive. Being rich, having a lot of money is about having access to things everybody else don't have access to. So stem cells shots is like one of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we're gonna get the stem cell shots with Gucci. But guess what you guys don't know? What you guys don't know, you $1 million, billion dollar niggas, what you niggas don't know is that them stem cells that they charging you $1 bazillion for too. You paying for that luxury, but guess what? A lot of them stem cells come from, you know, the crack addicts, the winos, the homeless niggas. Yeah. The homeless niggas that you like, yo, they like, hey, can you give me $1 and help me get something to eat? And you like, no, I ain't giving them no $1. You probably gonna get high with my $1. I ain't gonna feed these homeless folks. Well, guess what? You might be getting stem cells from that very homeless person you walking by, because that's how they get the stem cells to sell to you goofy niggas. Yeah. When the people who donate at Blue Cross, Blue Shield, whatever, when you donate your blood, they separate the actual blood cells from the blood plasma. And, you know, they make different products out of this free blood. And then they turn it into a whole industry. So you folks out there donating blood know that they're making millions of dollars off of that donated blood.
Das sind Firmen, die daraus stabile Blutprodukte und Medikamente herstellen.
The plasma fractionation industry. These are the pharmaceutical companies that buy 80,000 liters of plasma from the Red Cross each year. The humanitarian institution makes nearly 10 million Swiss francs from this sale.
Yeah. And you folks that are receiving that blood, just know that you might want to, you know, you might want to get your nose down. you might want to take your nose down out of the air, champ, because yeah, them stem cells might have came from, you know, the homeless nigga around the corner. You know, the guy that's giving another guy a blowjob for $3 crack or $3, you know, $5 meth. Yeah. He's the one selling his blood to the Red Cross for $25 or, you know, whatever they paying. Yeah. So, and then, you know, they run it through the machine or whatever, and then you get that, you know, in your treatment or, you know, yeah. So just saying, treat people, you know, again, like I was saying earlier, like my mama, stay grounded, stay on the ground. Don't get a big head because, you know, that, you know, be looking like the emperor's new clothes, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, a lot of these guys don't know. And, you know, come see me, drop that bag on me, and we can help stimulate your own, your actual stem cells where you may not need to get an infusion from somewhere else. We can get yours to popping. Yeah. And blue magic.
Well, that is interesting. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. The fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy, right? You going and paying $200,000 for used blood. Think about this craziness. Now, these is people that won't they don't wear the same underwears and stuff like that twice. They don't even wash their clothes. You know what I'm saying? They wear their underwear and throw it out. But they don't know they're actually buying secondhand blood from homeless people, and not like people who are temporarily displaced from a housing unit. Like, no, homeless, nigga, like bums, crackheads, winos, prostitutes. Yeah, you're getting it from there. So,
yeah, that's wild. Seriously,
yeah.
wild.
And paying top dollar for it, and the people who's donating, they don't know because they get like $20 or $15 in a little Tropicana orange juice. They get $15 in orange juice. They turn around, they put that thing in the separator, boop, bop, bop, bop. Sell that over to the pharmaceutical companies, bop, bop, bop. They done turn that thing around. For you to get a shot, they want $50,000 a shot. Yeah, $100,000 a shot. Yeah, this is high level technology, stem cell treatment, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh yeah, we get an exclusive treatment. Yeah, you get an exclusive treatment, all right.
Yeah.
You get the exclusive treatment, all right. Yeah. So Hosea 4:6, my people die for lack of knowledge. That's all I can say, babe. Yeah.
That is facts. Okay, we got a couple Illuminati questions. I don't even know if you want to even answer these questions, like about the Jamie Foxx and that kind of thing.
Okay, well, you know what's crazy? This is what I'm saying. People are always looking to the left when they should be looking to the right. Now, we know that the Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt, blah, 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 like that's foolishness. But if we was going to talk about a nefarious plot, what we should be talking about is the fact that they have been a new after-school program that's making its way through the country right now. It's called the Satan Worship After School Program. So
The what?
They got a Satan Worship After School Program that they kind of just throwing out there to see how society respond to, before they fully roll it out.
After School Satan Club met for the first time here at Holmes Elementary. This has controversy brewing throughout the school district and the community.
I let my kids believe in whatever the hell they want to believe in, as long as they're happy and it's not hurting them or hurting someone else.
Christina Long sorts through her kids' bag.
Got some pencils and we got a sticker.
New school supplies from her kids' new group, the After School Satan Club.
Did your kids have fun today? Oh yeah, they had a blast. They can't wait for the next one.
It's sponsored by the Satanic Temple. The after-school program is popping up around the nation and in many schools that also give space to Christian groups. In Ohio, there's 3. Lebanon, Eaton, and now Wilmington.
We look to Satan as a symbol for standing up to tyrannical authority. To us, Satan is a symbol. It's like Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy.
So they put in the idea, they got the idea rolling, Satan After School Program. Yeah. Yeah, we teach the kids Satan after school. I mean, yeah, I swear I wish I was just making all this stuff up. Like, yeah. But with Jamie Foxx, though, the Jamie Foxx situation is interesting. I got to get more information on it to really go deeper into it. But I guess maybe everybody doesn't know, though. But people close to Jamie Foxx say that they think somebody, they put it out there that they think somebody tried to kill him. So And it's just luckily that his daughter was able to get him to the hospital in time. And so they haven't really commented, but that's kind of what was thrown out there. And, we know that, how do I want to phrase this? We know that Jamie Foxx, we're on a pause show. I gotta be careful how I describe Jamie Foxx. I was getting ready to say something very plausible, not plausible, but plausible. So I had, but we know that Jamie Foxx is supposed to have been working on the Mike Tyson movie. I don't know if they did that, they finished that. I don't know what the status of that is, but the reason I'm bringing that up is because he obviously had to be in shape. He obviously had to work out. He was already, I want to say, from the looks of things, pretty decent health, right? And then taking a role of a boxer, a historic boxer, you're going to have to, I think that adds to the intrigue of him all of a sudden, having his heart stop or having a stroke or whatever it is that, that rushed him, that put him in the hospital. Because there's a lot of speculation. I don't want to sound like matter of fact on anything, you know what I'm saying? But so a lot of people are saying that he got poisoned. There's even some people online saying that Puff Daddy slipped a poison inside of Al B. Shore's food, and he put the same poison in Jamie Foxx. Like, it's, the internet is a wild place. The internet is a wild place. So, but yeah, I think that people's time is much better focused on the Blue Magic Heart Challenge. I think the time would be better focused on their apron, right? Keep your apron clean, people. That's what we're here to do with our show. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the apron. For you guys that don't know, right? For you guys that don't know, yes, Dr. Inky is a Mason. Yes. When I refer to an apron, I'm literally talking about an apron that you put on. But no, I'm not talking about an apron that you put on. What I'm talking about is the apron that you got from Mother Nature, the apron that you got from God, the apron that you got from your mother and your father, the apron that's been passed down through your ancestors, your genetics. It's called the greater omentum. Greater omentum, right? So if you look up the greater omentum, that is your actual, everyone has this. It's an apron, literally just under your flesh, and that's where all of the fat that we call belly fat is actually attached and stored. So if we clean that apron, it will drastically change your health, your metabolism, your ability to process sugar, nutrients, get toxins out of the body, all of those good things. And clear and clarify the mind, working on the mental health side, right? So, yeah, you gotta focus on that, Let's get to that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to that. Let's get to the health issues. Let's get to the mental health, the physical health, the well-being, the fiscal health, right? But I get it. We got to go through the emails. I'm sure there's more crazy stuff in there. It's Inky, an internet hoe. What's happening with Jamie Foxx? Niggas want to know about Kawhi Leonard. This is the problem we have in the Black community. I'm documented helping people to reverse diabetes, cancer, and shit like that. And niggas have the opportunity to ask me anything they want. And they want to know if I think the Illuminati is plotting to get Jamie Foxx. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Yeah. This is why we're in trouble.
Well, yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, yeah, we do need to focus on what's really important. So thank you.
Yeah, they got Satan after school program.
I can't even with that.
Listen, Black people, right? The people that they talking about, oh, my melanin and this and that, and melanin is on fleek and all this crazy meme shit that they don't even understand what they're writing. Oh, the pineal gland's calcified and this, all this goofball shit, they don't know. But they loaded up on chicken. They all, as they talking about their melanin is on fleek and black don't crack and all that, they got a freezer full of chicken right now. And they don't know that all that chicken is full of bleach. All that chicken full of bleach. Anyway, go ahead. What you got? Yeah. They feeding this shit to their kids, you know what I'm saying? The kids is, they juiced up on fructose and bleach chicken. They got bleached chicken with fructose. So you got juice that's not juice. The juice is not juice. So when you turn it around, it say like 5% juice because it's really drink or punch, right? So the kids got a bottle of fructose, liquid fructose. They got the chicken, which is bleach. Then on top of that, they got some sort of fake vegetable-like thing or fruit-like thing that is 9 out of 10 times the GMO thing. And so, the pesticide, the chemicals that are there are the chemicals that attack the production of aromatic amino acids from those things. So, it's a full-scale attack on the pigment. And you could be the whitest white person on earth. But guess what? You have neuromelanin to protect, right? You have pigments in your heart to protect. So this conversation also applies to you. So, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just Black folks running around looking insane. You know what I'm saying? We eating bleach, we rubbing bleach on our skin. And black don't crack on like I don't know. It's crazy. So yeah. I don't know. What you got? Yeah, it's wild.
Crazy. I agree. It's very crazy. Okay, so people are asking you, what's your opinion on Sukihana?
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Do you know who Sukihana is?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'm sure some of the audience doesn't either. Sukihana, though, is I guess you could say she's a pop culture influencer right now. You know what I'm saying? I think she's an artist, but, her controversial, social media may be bigger than her music right now. She just did an interview, and in the interview, she was basically saying that she likes pee, she likes doo-doo, she likes to shoot doo-doo on her man's face, fart in his mouth, and listen. Most of the people that we call conscious community scholars, like a lot of the online Black YouTube presence, period, a lot of these guys are into proctology. That's what we should start calling these guys. Instead of calling them scholars, we should call them proctologists. A lot of these guys are proctologists. You know what I'm saying? Whether you talking about all of the guys that are in the jail YouTube community, right? Because there's a big jail YouTube. I just came home from prison YouTube thing going on. And, everybody is tough online. But I'm sure some of these guys had to be the girlfriends while they was in jail. Like everybody couldn't have been the boyfriend on the top bunk. Pause. Some of these guys had to be on the bottom. So we know there's that, right? We know there's some proctologists in the tough guy movement, tough guy sector of YouTube, right? Yeah, you got tough guys talking about they've been selling naked pictures of themselves.
Yo, you got a tough guy. Like, y'all just did 20 years in prison. And yeah, I was selling naked pictures to the people. And then, well, the people, you know, to everybody. Wait, hold on. You was selling naked pictures to everybody? Wait, you mean to men and the women? Everybody. Interesting. Then, you know, the chakra folks, you know, the chakra community, Bobby Hemmett, you know.
The kingdom is in the root chakra. It's supposed to rise up. The root chakra is the spiritual kingdom, but it is covered over. Okay, they say there's a curve. In mythology, they say there's a curve. Go down and recover the curve from the ravenous dragon that guards. So you'll see stories like Jason and the Argonauts, they go to cover golden fleece. There's always a dragon, a serpentine type of monster. They guard the curve. You understand what I'm saying? Well, the ravenous dragon that guards the curve. The curve is your soul. Your soul is deep down in your anus. Down in your anus. Your soul is deep down in your anus. Down in your anus. Down in your anus. Down in your anus. Your soul is deep down in your anus. In an alternate dimension.
They into that anus, you know, young pharaoh.
This goes according to nature because in order to open that chakra, you would have to commute with the opposite sex energy.
You know, they into that anus play. Yeah, so it's a lot of proctologists, you know, all over right now. That's the thing. And, you know, the craziest part about it is one of the things that Dr. Sebi was criticized early on when they were doing radio back in the days was when he broke down what was causing the autoimmune breakdown. He talked about anal sex, and anal sex, if done too repetitively and not giving the body time to heal, back to the time to heal thing, you tear the lining of the colon and the anus, and you allow a lot of feces and bacteria to mix into the blood. And once you have that happen, very quickly, your body is going to run out of glutathione. And, you know, that can put you in a hemolytic anemia type of state. And then you get a lot of cellular debris. And that cellular debris, by some people's research, can cause false positives, false negatives, or even provide false evidence of a bacterial or viral infection when there may not in fact be one. So yeah, it's just crazy that, you know, we fast forward from that space and, you know, the popper drugs to relax the anus and all that was going on back in the late 70s and 80s to now, again, you know, you got tough guys, thugs like Kevin Gates. You know, he popularized eating the booty like groceries, you know, eating the booty like groceries. I think that's his line. If that's not his line, I don't want to throw no smut on his jacket undeservingly. Right. But I think that's his line. Eat the booty like groceries, you know. So, yeah.
Like groceries.
It's a lot of proctologists, you know, it's a lot of proctology going on, you know, masquerading as various things, you know, the chakra system that's taught in the conscious community, you know, especially over here, Brother Rich and them, they use that as an initiation.
Your soul is deep down in your anus, down in your anus.
Initiation, you know, they use that as initiation. All of those guys activate each other's chakras, and, you know. I'm happy to say that I'm a conscious Black man in America in 2023, and my chakras have never been activated. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We got next.
Dad, I'm dead over here. I swear, I'm trying not to kill myself laughing.
Yo, this is the real shit, though. It's a lot of chakra activation going on. They call it all kinds of, I don't know, they match. Listen, pause. That's why the show exists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your soul is deep down in your ass,
we don't want to focus on, like herbs or push-ups, but we want to focus overall on restoring order, natural order. So, yeah.
Okay.
This is not natural order going on in my background.
It's natural for children.
I guess natural for single dad action as well.
Yeah, single parent action. Yeah.
Yeah, single parent action. Stand corrected. You gotta wrangle.
Okay, you said you grew up in a swamp and on welfare. Has that influenced you as a healer?
Damn, niggas want to be all up in your business. Yeah, they going for the gusto. Like, you said you grew up on welfare, so yeah, I would say it influences everything I do. So I am, I guess. So, I mean, at the outset, I guess things like the bitters, the blue magic, those were attempts at me really trying to give people something very, very potent and, custom, high quality, but at the same time, like super affordable. So I think that maybe me always being price conscious, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of consciousness these herbal dealers need to start being price conscious. These niggas selling $1,000 detox kits, $1,500 detox kits. Like, bro, what are y'all doing, bro? Y'all, like, I mean, these guys are selling $300. Listen to what I'm telling you. $300 for 4 ounces of honey. Miracle honey. This is the most potent. This honey is not like, this is honey right here. Is the fuck? $300. Insane. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that, that little boy lives in and through me in that kind of way. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always thinking of that kind of thing, like affordability, keeping it within range and understanding that herbs, sea mosses, vitamins, minerals, even all of these things, all of these natural nutrients or foods that are good for you, even exercises like push-ups, right? Actually, take it to the flip side. Even a cigarette, or crack or anything, like any substance, it doesn't really affect your body if you do it once or twice or just every so often, right? It's the things that are habitual. It's the things that become a part of the sound, the rhythm, the beat of your life, the things that you do regularly. Those are the things that affect your life. So just being able to say you went and bought these herbs, or you bought this or that, or you used this, or, like, that doesn't really mean anything. Like, a lot of people, you know, like, they, oh yeah, I bought them herbs from such, like, yeah, but are you buying those herbs? Like, are you regularly consuming that moss? Are you regularly, because that's what it comes down to. Keeping a specific type of nutrient profile circulating in your blood. So it's not like, you know, if you go get some herbs or whatever and you take them, all right, cool, it went through your system, you got a little benefit, but by the next day you peed it out, you shit it, you know, it's finished, it's spent, your body used it, discarded it, it's over. You know, you have to keep things in your system. You know, you got to keep things in your children's system so that it's official. You know what I'm saying? Like when the situation demic hit, everybody was panicking and they heard about zinc and selenium and vitamin D. They was like, oh yeah, I had me some vitamin D last summer. I should be straight. I'm like, wait, what is happening right now? You had some vitamin D 8 months ago, and you think because you took some, oh yeah, I had some zinc. I was taking zinc in the summertime. Remember I had that zinc that time? I think I ordered some zinc from you like a year or two ago. Yeah, I had some zinc from Innkeeper. Y'all are insane. You have to keep herbs in your system. You got to keep the vitamins in your system. You got to keep the minerals in your system daily. These have to become like groceries, things that you do regularly. You know, that's how seasonings got invented, you know. The most powerful medicinal herbs, or at least some of the most powerful medicinal herbs, are in your cabinet right now because your ancestors knew that you had to keep them circulating in the blood for them to be effective. So they start putting it in all the food, right? So the first effect of the very first seasonings was not necessarily for taste. It was to make sure that it provided some antiviral, antibacterial action to maybe some of the food ingredients, but also to get those things to be consistently circulating throughout your body so that they could give you whatever protection or keep the body functioning optimally. Like that's how that goes. You know, bodybuilders don't have protein or amino acids, you know, one time. You know, oh yeah, I had some protein last month. Yeah, I had some protein last month. Like, it doesn't go like that. You constantly got to be on your amino acids because every day your body's breaking down tissues. And if you're starting to exercise, your body's going to break down tissues faster to rebuild them up bigger and stronger, right? And you're going to need amino acids for that so that your body can synthesize the proteins, the hormones, the peptides, all those things that, you know. So, yeah, it's important that you keep things circulating. And since that is like the main thing that a healer should be thinking, right? Affordability, especially as a single parent, you know, that comes to the forefront of my mind. Like, yo, how can I make it affordable so that people can have all these nutrients circulating in their blood and their kids' blood? And for pet lovers, I got pets, right? I want it in my pet's blood too. I want my pets to be healthy. I want my kids to be healthy. You know, a lot of these goofy niggas running around with alkaline electric dinners and all that, and they get their kids Happy Meals or Lunchables and shit like that. You look like a super goofball if you got an alkaline electric dinner and your kid got, you know, your kid got Lunchables and Mickey D's, and then your dog is on Puppy Chow. Your dog got Puppy Chow, and you got electric alkaline. You know, you got a $19 burger. Your kid's got a $1.70, you know, a $1 menu burger. You got a $19 burger. That's, come on now. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think if anything, it affects me from that standpoint. And then watching, you know, I guess people without information, suffer needlessly. I have best friends, close friends that died. One of my best friends died early, so it's a personal thing for me. One of my friends named Vic, one of the first guys to believe in my musical talent or my oratory skills, pause. He died playing basketball in 151, right behind the block. I went to the 150. There was two schools. I don't know if the schools are still there. They might have been renamed, remixed, or whatever, but it was 156 and 151. 151 had the basketball courts where everybody could go, and my homeboy was playing his dad one-on-one and dropped dead from the sun. His heart couldn't take it. My other homeboy, D, me and him was super close. We went to high school together. We did a lot of shit together, a lot of dice games and just all kinds of stuff. That two young, mischievous young men get into in the hood, you know what I'm saying? But 22-ounce beer days, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he died before 40. He died before 40, or just at 40. But he was like a year or two younger than me. And he was with me the whole time, as I started to really, take my hobby and talent and really start to hone it into something like, no, I think this is a calling from God. I might have to, switch up and do this. Like, I think, I'm supposed to heal people. Like, this is, that was my guy. I call him every day, like, yo, you gotta read this. Look, let me show you this. And he was one of those people, like, yo, every Monday, I'm jumping on that shit with you, God. So Monday, I'm about to start that shit up on Monday. 20 years worth of Mondays went, maybe 15 years worth of Mondays went by. He never, you know what I'm saying? So may he rest in greatness. So it's a personal thing for me. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that I carry with me from my neighborhood and how I was raised and all that. And nobody knew about the swamp thing. That was something I introduced to everybody. Most of the people from my specific neighborhood, like my buildings, my complex, they think they and Jeffersons. They think motherfuckers, you can't tell them that they're not the Jeffersons. You know what I'm saying? But no. That beautiful, lavish complex was built right on top of the swamp. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. Frog Hollow.
Wow, yeah. I mean, I can definitely relate to like the price gouging you see out there. It's insane. Like single parent, there's no way I could like be able to maintain this month to month to month. And to top it off, these people, have they even taken the time to get the proper education to make these products? They're not naturopathic doctors. Like,
listen. I'm like, yo, who are you selling these? Who's buying these? Who's buying a $1,500 herb package from you monthly? Like, clearly it's gotta be
not your average person.
It's not. Listen, and my thing is this. Get your bag, homie. If you running around with the celebs and all that, go get your bag. But if we're talking about going again back to the principles, I didn't get conscious or woke on the internet. I was raised this way. You know what I'm saying? So this has always been about the weakest link in the chain, the community building. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a person, for instance, maybe a person can afford $1,500 detox packages, every month, right? But realistically, we know that that's, what is that, 3,000. We know that's 18. We know that's about $20,000 worth of detox packages, right? A year. Now, if they got 2-3 children at home, and these people love their children the same way they love themselves, clearly them $1,500 herb packages, they're gonna need at least 3 or 4 of them, because they got to get one for everybody in the house.
Yeah.
So who got $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year to put on herb packages? I'm trying to figure out. Or are we saying F those kids? To hell with them kids. I'm getting me $1,500 herb packages. These niggas getting Tampico. They getting Gatorade. They getting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We getting them powdered, emergency. We getting them emergency package. We getting the $2,000 alkaline package, and then we're going to eat $17 alkaline electric burgers, but the kids getting, so to me it didn't make sense. It's like, no, it got to be something that's affordable, that everybody can afford, that everybody can use and see the benefits. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock the people out there getting their bag. You know what I'm saying? If you got high priced dollar items and you getting it, hey, do your thing. More power to you. You know what I'm saying? And that might be, and I'm not being facetious or funny when I say this, but everybody got different goals. You know what I'm saying? If you just trying to get your money, you just a herb seller, you just selling products, you just pushing P. If you just pushing P, get your bag. But if this is about the people, well, the people don't have that kind of money. I know single parents don't, because I'm a single parent and I really take care of my kids, but a lot of these guys, they either don't have children or don't take care of them. Period. They either don't have children or they don't take care of them. And how do you know, Inky, if they taking care of their kids or not? Because I know what it is to put the time and money into taking care of your kids. So it's not possible that these niggas can have 10 and 20,000 hours of YouTube footage up, then another 5,000 hours worth of Instagram footage, then a whole nother amount of footage on. How you got 30,000 hours of footage up on social media and none of that footage got your kids in it? Clearly, you're not taking care of your kids. And if you think that sending a few dollars to somebody else to take care of your kids is taking care of your kids, you don't even know what taking care of your kids is. So, yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff we got going on. That's another reason why the name of the show is Paused. Because we got to get that fatherhood back. For a long time, at least in America anyway, the gangsters, the one thing they have in common is, it's about the hood and the block. And, they putting on for the hood and, yeah. And so, you got a lot of people that have been killed over the hood, the neighborhood, blocks they don't own, but it's the hood they got to represent. And you got a lot of people, not just dead, but in jail. You know what I'm saying? And if we could just change that energy, right? If we could put that same energy for the hood instead of neighborhood, the fatherhood, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to G-Body out there, you know what I'm saying? But if we could do that, make that transformation, yeah, we could be on the right track.
Yes.
So, yeah. Did that make any sense?
Yeah, definitely made sense, for sure.
Questions is coming in hot and heavy, so I'm trying to, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
So some of these answers, I don't even know if they fully match up with the question. I'm just trying to fire back. I guess that's the beauty of the format. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So there's that. What else we got?
Okay. Are there specific benefits to women doing push-ups? That was another question.
Specific benefits. Okay, so I guess a 96% reduction in risk for cardiovascular disease is not enough. See, I got 7 daughters. Okay. So before y'all ladies try to judge me and say I can't speak on ladies, trust me, I can definitely speak on ladies. Okay. Now, this doesn't go for all ladies, but damn it, this goes for a lot of women. You're just never satisfied. You're just never satisfied. A 96% reduction in risk for cardiovascular disease. They're like, I don't know, Inky. Because I've been getting my nails done and everything, and I just don't know, Inky. What else you got? Give me another reason why I should be doing these push-ups with y'all. I'm like, damn, I figured it's 96%. I figured we'd be straight, but no, you got breast cancer. Like push-ups should literally be, I guess, you got billion-dollar industries from heart disease and stroke. You got billion-dollar industries from breast cancer. People making a lot of money off this stuff. So, for some of us, like me, I got decades in trying to, make some changes in my body and my life, but I got decades in where it was, some other shit too. So, there's really no vested interest in any outside parties telling you these kinds of things, right? You gotta do the research, and more than that, you guys have to fund the research, right? $ Minister Inky. You gotta send in the cash apps. $ Minister MINISTERENQI. Right? Minister Inky, $ Minister Inky. Send the money in. Fund the movement. Right? A lot of people said they did like, now we got some wild, crazy questions, but we did get a lot of people compliment the new format, that we trying to do. They see the potential of where we trying to go with this thing. Right? But yeah, don't think like, oh, Inky not doing the live streams no more, so that means he must be good. Yeah, he must not need no cash apps because you gotta be on the live. No. I'm gonna need you guys to get a little bit more responsible. This is why kind of like we don't really be having shit because we don't like to pay for it. So guys, I still need the support. And the live streams will still be getting done. They'll just be over on the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? But here, what we're doing, we're building this platform, anti-diabetes. Now, listen, I don't mind all these questions that's coming in. I tell people they can ask me anything, and they want to know about Jamie Foxx, after school Illuminati. Yeah. So, but we're still trying to take it into a direction where we can get this information honestly, respectfully to the masses. There's 100 million brown and black people in this country that are at high risk. And we want to see all of those 100 million people subscribed to the YouTube page. We want them all to understand that, there are ways to regrow the beta cells. There are ways to protect the heart. There are ways to do some of these things, and we're actively doing it. It's not like we're just telling you a bunch of shit so you can send us some money in. You know what I'm saying? We're actively doing it. We literally got hundreds of people doing push-ups right now that never would have before, right? And we got a lot of ladies, but I guess some of the ladies like, I need more motivation. Well, the more motivation is this. I don't know of any other single thing that's as good at flushing the lymph nodes and ducts, right, that can lead or contribute to breast cancer. So, and this is something that you want to start your girls on, if you have daughters, You don't want to start them with the wrong kind of programming. Like, oh, you don't want to do no push-ups, you're going to get muscular and grow a mustache. Like, no. You're going to get muscular and grow a mustache if you start taking hormones or eating food that's shot up with hormones maybe, or, some of those things. But doing some exercise, no, there's not enough push-ups in the world to make a girl that don't have that programmed in her genetics and hormone cascade to just all of a sudden grow a beard because she did, some push-ups. Like that's foolishness, right? But these little girls that aren't getting any exercise definitely can grow into women with breast cancer because their lymphatic ducts is all clogged up and they got aluminum and all kinds of who knows what from the deodorant and, the chemicals that they went through, they scalp. Yeah. So there's definitely a lot of benefits to push-ups to just for the breast, for women's breast health alone, right? And fellas, you want your lady to have nice, healthy titties, especially if you want to make some babies, which you should be trying to make some babies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You want to breastfeed, you got to make sure the breast is right before, you might want to, it's crazy. We think about taking the car for a test drive. We think about bringing a mechanic to make sure the car is in good condition and, when we get it. But we don't think about that with a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might want to make sure them titties got to work. You know what I'm saying? Like that vagina got, there's an upside to having a woman. Like a lot of guys, not even guys, a lot of single people that don't have children, they don't want to get involved with somebody that already got children. But let me tell you goofy niggas something, right? In today's day and age, if you already got children, that right there is a load off. Pause. That right there should give you an indication that you're getting, you're getting premium stock right there, right? Because if you get with a woman and she already got children, guess what that means? That means the womb and the ovaries already work. If she done breastfed a baby or two before, the titties work, right? So you got you a functioning female, yeah. Ladies, you get with a brother, he got one or two babies, his testicles still work, his penis work. So everything is what it's supposed to be, because you got a lot of guys. Well, before we even get into people switching and identifying and, you got a lot of people who the equipment just don't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? The brothers on pills and all kinds of different stuff. And yeah, you got a lot of brothers with fake penises. Penis replacement surgery is a big thing. So, yeah, it's a lot of different things going on right now that would, you might just want to have a Dr. Inky on hand, like early on in your courting with your lady. Like, yeah, Inky, you might just want to give me a call. Like, yo, Inky, how do I, how do I make sure, how do I even ease into the conversation with my lady? Like, yo, so, yeah, does your titties actually work? Are those working titties or those are just you want to check all this stuff out. I'll leave it there.
Well, that was really important information. I mean, specifically for me, because, my mom, she is a breast cancer survivor and I have 3 daughters myself. So it's always in the back of my mind. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. And
so I didn't even know. See, so this is, and that's what we here for, people. Changing lives. That's what we're here for. So definitely fund the movement. you said at the beginning of this conversation that yeah, it's going to be some interesting. But we're not ducking no smoke. We're gonna deal with all the questions and get to it as best we can.
That's all the smoke we got for today. That is the end of the questions for today. So
all right. Beautiful. All right. So we want to thank the people who do support, do hit the Cash App, do hit the website. We want to thank all of the people that support the website. And when I say support the website, I mean the people who will go on the website and purchase items off the website, and also are patient and they understand that these are custom items that they're getting. So we appreciate the actual support, right? We appreciate all forms of the support, and we definitely appreciate the people that comment on the video, right? The people that comment on the video, we need those comments, right? Because we need these video. How are we gonna get to 100 million people if you don't comment on the video? Some of y'all not even subscribed to the channel, bro. That blow. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm talking to people, they're like, oh yeah, I watched it. I've been watching you for the last 6 months. Yo, I've been on you for the last 12 months, man. Yeah, I seen that last 2 years. I'm like, oh yeah, so you subscribe to the channel? They're like, oh man, hold on, I'm about to subscribe right now. What do you mean you about to subscribe right now? Like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got people hitting me up on the push-up challenge. Oh yeah, yo, I'm on the push-up challenge with you. Then I go to their Instagram page, I don't see no push-ups. Or I might see a couple of sets of push-ups, but they done put something else. Yeah, this is the push-up challenge, some other name for the push-up challenge, or they done put their own. Like, bro, that's not supporting, that's taken away. You're not supporting the movement. What you're actually doing is subverting the movement. We need to gather the people together. That's what a hashtag does. So you hashtag Blue Magic Heart Challenge, and then we bring in the people together. Yeah, we're bringing the people together. You know what I'm saying? We have standout-itis. Yeah, we have standout-itis. We like to stand out by any means necessary. We don't understand it. That's the exact opposite of unity. You know what I'm saying? And the leaders on all levels still have standout-itis. They want to stand out while saying they want to help unify. It's like, no. Yeah, unifying and standing out, total opposites, champ. You kind of want to pick one or the other. Are we coming together, or we're standing apart? Like, what are we doing? So yeah, definitely want to appreciate everybody who's supporting, everybody who's sending in push-ups, the people going the extra mile that allow me to share their push-ups, and then the people going super crazy with it out there. They're not only allowing me to share their push-ups, but when you go to their pages, they're actually posting their push-ups, and they're putting, the information, Blue Magic Heart Challenge, and, helping us grow this movement. We spent the greater part of the last 9 months putting the information together, right? And because of the support from the people, I largely gave the information away for free. It's like 2,200 page or 2,000 page presentation that we kind of built together. That's what we do. We unified over here. So since we built it together, obviously the information comes through me, yeah, we did that together. So yeah, share that to the family. So now it's about that we've been able to put this masterpiece together, between that, the diabetes article that pretty much changed the game. Now it's just a matter of getting to the people, you know, and making it, you know, making these lifestyle changes and keeping in our mind, you know, our apron daily. You know, push-ups are amazing, not just for the heart or the breast or the chest or the pecs, you know, but a full body exercise. So, you know, if you think about it, all personal trainers everywhere, they tell you one of the best ab exercises is a plank. Well, push-ups are simply a moving plank. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's basically a moving plank. You know what I'm saying? So you're working your abs with every push-ups, you know, with every push-up. So, yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing all the way around. I think that then we have some people that are out there. Shout out to the Vegan Botanica in the Bronx, right? The Vegan Botanica, 238 8th Street in the Bronx. Yeah, they moving the needle forward. We're trying to get this information and change the food desert. You know, a lot of people struggle in certain neighborhoods. I know when I lived in certain neighborhoods in the Bronx, it was a food desert. I had to travel far, you know, to get some daily items, to keep certain types of things in the house. You know, shout out to Sundial back in the days when I was a youth. I definitely just spent a lot of money in Sundial. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. I don't even know if they still open, but if they are, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of a food desert. I know the Juice Bar on 125th shut down. The real joint. You know what I'm saying? The Juice Bar on 125th, they shut down. But there's a lot of spots like that. You know, little hole in the wall joints or a little, you know, travel to find a supermarket, stuff like that. So anyway, shout out to the Vegan Botanica. Definitely hit the Cash App. And yes, I got a couple DMs about, is there a different, so I think people got confused, some people anyway, and like I got two different batanas. I mean, not batanas, the Blue Magic sea moss gels. One is for people and one is for pets. No, it's the same one. It's for you, your children, and your cats and your dogs. Yeah. My dog eats it off the spoon, like peanut butter, right out of the jar. My dog loves it. You know what I'm saying? But you can just mix a little bit into your pet food, you know. Same thing with your children's food, you know. And you develop your own recipes, you know. Like, I put it in everything. So I don't even have a specific, you know, pasta sauce, soup, smoothies, oatmeal. So, yeah. So it's they're having all of those, you know. Doesn't make sense to pay $100 for, this is a Dr. Sabi herb. Yeah, this is $85. This is $100, right? Oh, I got 10 herbs. No, I got 10 different herbs. I'm $1,500. No. You get the Blue Magic Sea Moss gel, you're going to have all of them Dr. Sabi herbs in there. Yeah, why not? Just, all them herbs in there. Yeah, come on. Yeah, so your children have all those herbs circulating in their body. So when they go out and meet whatever challenges is waiting for them outside, you know what I mean? They have that in their circulation. Or our next young athletes. Think about what we could do if our young athletes was raised on Blue Magic Sea Moss gel as opposed to McDonald's French fries or hash browns from the Waffle House. Like, think about how extraordinarily amazing the athletes over the last 50 years have been. And they've been, on bleached chicken. They've been on bleached chicken and GMOs and Hot Pockets. Yeah. Think about these athletes was on Blue Magic Sea Moss. So anyway, peace to the family. I thank everybody that supports us. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to the Gun Doctor. Shout out to Palmetto Star. Shout out to you, of course, Carly. Shout out to everybody else. And you already know what it is, melanin versus diabetes. Pause.